Hello, I'm Adam Barralet and welcome to this Crystal Connections video. We're exploring the crystal Cobaltocalcite. Now calcites are found in various colours, and when you feel a raw piece of calcite, it's very waxy or soapy. And as we know, with soap, what do we use it for? For washing and cleansing away. So that's a really good way of remembering what calcites are for cleansing away unwanted energies out of your life. Now calcite comes in a whole range of different colours, and depending on what that colour is, that will affect where we'd use it. So we might use green if we've got issues with abundance, or red calcite if we've got issues with, primal fears or anything like that. And obviously when we come to pink calcite, we're looking at issues of love. Now most commonly you find pink calcite, it's called Mangano Calcite. It's this soft pink colour. This is really good for helping with heartbreak or any issues of the heart or love and cleansing that away. However, then you get Cobaltocalcite, the crystal that we're exploring here today. And this is where I'm going to give you a little bit of chemistry. The calcium has been replaced by cobalt, and it makes it a much more vibrant pink colour. It's really quite spectacular. Now cobalt, metaphysically or magically, is used to help you to delve in and dive into the greater mysteries of life and to kind of awaken that inner curiosity to know more about the world. So how that works with Cobaltocalcite is Cobaltocalcite helps you to clear away hurts to do with heart and love and that type of thing, but it also encourages you to look deeper and find out the lessons, to find out what happened, to find out where you can learn and those types of things as well. So in this video, my aim is to help you understand the amazing ways that you can use Cobaltocalcite to help cleanse away all that doesn't serve you when it comes to love, and to find some great new discoveries in life as well. As I mentioned before, pink calcites are really good for helping to clear away issues to do with love and the heart. So if someone was a bit upset or heartbroken because of a relationship had ended, then good old Mangano Calcite would be what I'd normally recommend. However, if this heartbreak is really severe or is carrying on for a long time, say someone has not forgiven their partner who left them for the secretary 10 years ago and it's still affecting their life, then that's when I definitely use the Cobaltocalcite. It'll help you to delve right deep in there and kind of start to draw those different things out. Any heartbreak that's happened over a long term will really benefit from Cobaltocalcite. Doing inner child work, if something happened to you as a child and you felt unloved, Cobaltocalcite. If you want to get a deeper understanding of what happened, Cobaltocalcite is great for that as well. It also helps with forgiveness. If you've been holding a grudge for a long time, working with Cobaltocalcite, maybe even combining it with some pink tourmaline, can be a really nice combination to help getting love flowing evenly back in your life again. It also gives you that motivation and that confidence to get back into the love game. Maybe you've kind of felt, oh, there's no purpose, I'm just going to get hurt again, what's the point, and all that type of thing. No, Cobaltocalcite will give you that confidence, that motivation to get out there and meet new people, to open up your heart again, and also help you to trust yourself so that you don't make the same mistakes again, and that you've actually learnt from the mistakes of past relationships. It's really great for balancing an overactive heart chakra. When the heart chakra is overactive, what happens is we either give too much love and we do everything for everyone else, hoping that maybe they'll love us, or we try and make people love us. We do things like we're manipulative and say, oh, if you love me, and stay home, or, we try and convince love. Whereas Cobaltocalcite will help to balance that if you're participating in that type of behaviour, and so that the relationships that you're getting into are fulfilling for both yourself and for other people. You may have heard of Mercury Retrograde, when the planet appears to be going backwards in the sky, and it happens 3 or 4 times a year. Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but not only does Mercury go retrograde, but all the planets go retrograde. And on top of that, asteroids and a lot of other things go retrograde as well. Now, when a planet or an asteroid goes retrograde, it takes its energy away from the Earth and its influence. And one that I find to be really quite powerful and affects different people in different ways is an asteroid called Psyche. Now, if you want to learn more about Psyche, after you watch this video, Google the love story of Eros and Psyche. It's quite a detailed, comprehensive one. But what you'll find most of the time when Psyche goes retrograde is if you're in a relationship, that either that relationship will kind of ease off, or your partner will pull away, or there'll be a bit of conflict. Now Psyche is a love asteroid, and so what this time is when we're kind of left to ourselves and feeling unloved, it really tests the relationship and makes sure that you're really, really absolutely committed to being with that person. Now, if you're single and Psyche goes into retrograde, then what happens is you may find that, the amount of eligible suitors seems to vanish. And again, it gives you time to contemplate, what are you really looking for in love? Cobaltocalcite is great to work with in this time, because if we can get really clear with what we want out of our love life, then when we actually go into relationships, we can make sure that we're 100% in, and these relationships become really, really committed. If you read the beautiful myth about Eros and Psyche, you'll understand that at the end they were so in love with each other, and they ended up, being with each other for eternity, but they went through some trials and tribulations and learnt to love each other and accept each other for who they were through that journey as well. So Cobaltocalcite will help you when you're feeling unloved to kind of work through those feelings, work out, is this the relationship I want to be in? Yes, it is. Almost to the point of, would I die for this relationship type of thing, in a healthy kind of way. And Cobaltocalcite will help you work through those feelings. So when Psyche goes direct again, you can go into that relationship and go, right, this is what I want, this is what I'm willing to do, and I'm going to be happy with this decision. If you're one of my gold star subscribers and watch my videos as soon as they come out, the last video I released was red calcite, and during that video I talked about what happens if you've got low blood pressure, use red calcite. But what happens if you've got high blood pressure? That's where we use our Cobaltocalcite. Now, if you look at when we use crystals for crystal healing, we're not going to change things physically straight away. Crystals help to shift energy and to move the energies in our lives. But if you're familiar with the work of authors such as Louise L. Hay and Ina Segal, you understand that what happens if we have an ongoing energy in our lives, that'll start to manifest physically. So what energies or thought patterns or attitudes start to manifest high blood pressure? It's having a long-held, unresolved emotional issue. And what have we been talking about today with Cobaltocalcite? It helps to go in there and find all those issues, especially issues of the heart, and help to resolve them as well. So if you're challenged with high blood pressure or helping someone else who is, then work with Cobaltocalcite. Don't just hold the crystal and expect that to do all the work. Do some digging as well. What are you not resolving? How can you resolve issues of the heart and start to express them? Find active ways of doing that. Work with different essential oils. Essential oils such as ylang-ylang can be really quite calming or for the blood pressure, or lemon helps to regulate it as well. Actually, do some, get some therapy or some counselling and helping to resolve and work through those issues of the heart. But where your Cobaltocalcite can be really great, especially if it's worn near the heart, it'll help to bring that energy and help to shift those unresolved feelings and help to bring things up to the surface. And eventually what you should start to notice is a balancing of the blood pressure again. Before you start working with Cobaltocalcite, you want to bring it back to its natural balance, and so cleanse it. And I love to use different elements of nature depending on what I'm using my crystal for, and whatever the energy of that crystal is. Cobaltocalcite is all about that emotional healing and issues of the heart, and the element that's associated with that is water. So putting your Cobaltocalcite, if it's a tumbled piece, putting it in some natural water, ocean water, rainwater, stream water, lake water, anything like that. Or if it's a raw piece, putting it near some flowing water or when the rain's falling outside will help to bring it back to its natural balance. Now, I also take a bit of a holistic approach and bring in other things that also have similar energies to your crystal so that you can get the most out of it. You can bring in other crystals. I mentioned pink tourmaline before, and malachite's also another great one where malachite really gets in there and pulls out those emotional issues really, really quickly, and helps you to kind of face them and deal with them. So if you're drawn to work with Cobaltocalcite, then try pairing it with malachite for a bit of a good 1-2 punch. Now, you can also use different essential oils and plants, and I love to use hyssop. Hyssop is great, especially as an essential oil, because there you get the real concentrate power pack of the plant. Hyssop's really good for cleansing away unwanted emotional energy. It's good for clearing any generational guilt or anything that you've maybe inherited from your family. If there's a bit of family issues, Cobaltocalcite's great for that, and hyssop will really facilitate that as well. Hyssop's also really good if you feel that that you need to feel a sense of guilt and that you've been sinful or anything like that. It helps to remove all those things as well. So as you're wearing your Cobaltocalcite or meditating with it, then inhale that hyssop. Aromatically dress in it. Use it however you can, or even include hyssop around your home. And the more ways you can use them together can be absolutely amazing. You can also create what I call a crystal cauldron. Get your diffuser, pop some tumbled Cobaltocalcites in it, some hyssop essential oil, and as that energy spreads around the room in the mist, it'll have that hyssop energy in it, but it also has that crystal energy, like making a crystal elixir, but it's being diffused around the space rather than you having to drink it. Now you can also call on animal wisdom, and the animal wisdom I love to call on when I'm working with any of the pink calcites, including Cobaltocalcite, is flamingo. Now a flamingo is a filter bird, and what it does with its beak when it's filtering and looking for food, it filters through and finds the good stuff. And it's actually the crustaceans that flamingos eat that bring that pink colour to their plumage. Cobaltocalcite teaches us to filter through our issues, to go through life and find the good bits. Even in the worst relationship, we learn great lessons. Maybe that is what not to do or not go for in the future. But flamingo gives us that energy to find the good in everything and the good in the experiences, and to, you know, bring that out and to allow yourself to still remain a loving person out to the external world, like the flamingo shows its pink cut plumage out to the world as well. Astrologically, I normally resonate Cobaltocalcite with the moon. Now the moon rules Monday, so that is the power day, the best day energetically to work with the Cobaltocalcite. Now Cobaltocalcite is a bit more of a rarer one in the calcite family, but just as valuable, and I absolutely love it. Have you worked with Cobaltocalcite? Please share with our crystal loving community and leave a comment in the section below. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I'm Adam Barralet. Blessed be.